Mm. Hey, peace, peace, family. How you doing today? Let me take this off. Yeah, I look a little rugged today. My bad. Just had to run in with the law enforcement. Yeah. I know. Sure. We all got to do it sometimes. I look rough. I just, um, I just got out for a couple, like an hour or so, 2 hours maybe tops, and so I'm officially an icon. Or is it an Acon? No, convict? Nah, I'm not a convict. Traffic tickets. It will catch up to you. Karma. I told you about karma. Karma will find you. Karma found me. Karma came to my house. Bad boy. Pay them tickets, man. Yeah. So in the past, I would I drink a lot of coffee and stuff, so I stay up. I don't go to sleep because of the coffee. There's too much caffeine in the system. And when that happens, it causes me to stay up. I do that on purpose, though. That's purposely done because I like to get my mind thinking. Gets me in the right frame of mind. I make my notes, have my ideas. I work on my ideas and stuff. And, eventually I go to sleep. So in this case, I was resisting arrest in the past. But now I don't. I was like, it is what it is. Cops turn up. No, I ain't doing nothing wrong. Turned out I had some tickets. Had to clear that up. Okay, gotta go in. They put some nice metal bracelets on my hand, drag me down. The situation is when it comes to law enforcement, it's good when you have a one-on-one, with law enforcement. In my situation, right, I was in a what you call that song. I keep hearing this song. We like a cop car pulled over by a woman cop. Lil Wayne, it's not what you say, man. You lied to us, bro. I mean, all right. Well, you're special, so special cases. That happened to you. With me, no. It was two men, two, not a woman cop. I was hoping it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I was a black man and a white man. Found myself in an interracial threesome with law enforcement. At least that's not the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario would be an orgy. You do not want to have an orgy with the law. Do not want to. Because at that point, you are there. What? You was always going to be there. Never mind. Mhm. So that happened, you know, in the past, drink a lot of coffee, don't go to sleep. And so in my case, I was resisting arrest back in the day. Not what happened today. What happened today was different. What happened was chill. It's like, okay, this, that, gotta take care of that. You know, me and my threesome partners went down to the holding cell, you know, interracial threesome. We did, you know. All said and done, it's all over now, you know. It's all over now. They had their happy ending. I walked out of there with my dignity and my ass in my hand. No, I said that wrong. I walked out of there. I got my ass up out of there with my head held high. My dignity, minus the happy ending part, you know, bills. What? Hey, you guys need to take your mind out of the gutter. I know what you're thinking. Like, that's not cool, yo. You guys be very nasty. Some people like orgy. Ooh. No, you don't want that with law enforcement. Maybe in other cases. Yeah, so that was the situation. So I'm doing this video a little bit late, and I just wanted to share. This is going to be a short video anyway, but it is what it is. Sometimes things like that happen. You have things to take care of. You know, the law enforcement has to do their job. They did their job pretty well. Very courteous people and feared, I should say. They weren't. I wouldn't say lenient, but they were feared, and that's how it was. You know. Um, yeah. So went in. They sorted out my paperwork. Realized, oh, okay, well, you really just have some traffic tickets and you have this and that to take care of and stuff like that. So I took care of that and I'm here now. My only regret in that situation, my only regret, right, was that I missed my haircut appointment. It was at 2 o'clock. That's just so cruel, man. That's very cruel. Not to because of law enforcement, but because of why it happened. Why? Yeah. I guess it is what it is in this case. So situations like these comes your way, sometimes it's for the better. You never know. I look a little rough today, I know. So I'm officially what you call it? I got my street credit now. Well, I grew up on the street, so a lot of people don't know that. They let this face trick them like, "Oh yeah, he's sweet." Not necessarily. I grew up in the street, I grew up in the hood, I grew up on both sides of the fence actually. I get to experience both sides. My whole life is about both sides of the fence. To be honest with you, if it all goes back to the beginning where my father is white, my mom is black. My father is from England, mom is Jamaican, black Jamaican. So I'm in the middle. I'm always don't know which way to go, but I'm always in the middle, which is kind of cool. My father had a lot of money. My mom side of the family wasn't that financially up there at the time, maybe at the time when I was born. And so after my father died when I was like 10, 11 years old, after living 10, 11 years of the life, father took me everywhere. He used to not let me go to school on Fridays if I have my grades really good. Like he's a A and B type of guy. It's either A and B's, no C's, no F's, no nothing. If you do that, then you could maintain that grade, then he'll allow me to skip school on Fridays. In Jamaica, that's okay. I don't know about the United States. Might be different. You might be caught up in the law for that. But in Jamaica, it's cool. And so I used to hang out with my Friday was the day when I hang out with my father. We used to go to St. Thomas in Jamaica and get fresh coconuts picked off the tree. We drink and eat jelly all day. And then it's by the beach. So we eat fish and festival. If got people who are Caribbean, they know about festival. It's like a fried dumpling, but it's mixed with cornmeal, has a little sugar in it, a little sweet, and it's rolled into like a long, not like round. It's more like a elongated type of food, and we eat that with the fried fish and stuff like that. Those were the good old days, actually. After he died, then I had to move to my mom's side of the family, and because my father's side of the family mostly is from England. So after he died, I was in Jamaica. I had to go with my mom's side of families, Jamaicans, to the country. So I left the city, the fast life, having everything. My father used to take me to now when I have class parties and stuff in school, he used to be the one that buys like bucket of KFC chicken for the even class that don't have a party, the entire block. we were on the second floor, the whole balcony had class party that day. My father used to come with buckets and buckets of chicken and soda and stuff like that. And my father was like that. He was like that. I was trying to impress the teachers, huh? Yeah. So, and then I had to move and then, relearn what life really is about. So I moved to the country, more nature side of of life, more serene. I grew up, it was a farm, had a lot of animals, different fruit trees, different stuff like that. And so I had to transition from the city life into the country lifestyle and from a more wealthy, rich life to a more humbling. I'm not saying when, because people think of being poor as, or not poor, but not having, you would say, not being rich. That was okay. We would say like maybe middle class, maybe a little bit less than middle class, but wasn't rich or wealthy, rich. People look down and things like that and think, but I actually embraced it. I embraced that side. So I'm always, my life is always like on both sides of the fence. I can't be racist either. I can't, that's why it's hard for me to say, well, some people say white people this and then black people that. I can't. I'm kind of like in the middle. Like I enjoyed the life with my father. The time he was alive was really wonderful. I also enjoyed my family side, my mom's side of the family. It was more serene, more grounded, more nature like, more humbling experiences. And so I learned on both. Grew up on the streets. I grew up in the wealthy lifestyle, up in the up the what you call it, the uptown in Jamaica. We say the uptown or in the hills. Grew up in that, but then I had to transition into the more downtowns kind of thing, and live that kind of life, and more kind of like being connected with nature and being more into like the, when I say street, I don't mean like I'm out in the street. Maybe I lived in the hood area, but not out in the street like that. So I've experienced both, and that has been my life. You know, I drink a lot of coffee, and because I drink a lot of coffee, actually, oh, I like my coffee. I would say I like my coffee black. Uh, sometimes black, sometimes light and sweet. Yeah, sometimes white. You ever drink white coffee? Yeah, you should try it, man. You should try it. It's just like milk with Four Loco. No, I'm sorry, milk with, where Four Loco come from? Milk with Red Bull. That's white coffee. All right, I just made that up. Forgive me. Anyway, yeah. So that's just the situation. I was gonna, I was gonna talk about something else, but I just wanted to come online and just say something. Words of encouragement and stuff like that. If you have any, and it's another experience that I have that I would like to share. Hopefully other people learn from these experiences, and each one help each other. It's not good to always, I know people be having interaction with the law can be scary for most people, and they have reasons to feel that way. Most of it is because of media, what the media portray. A lot of it, a lot of it is true that certain things maybe in law enforcement need to be be more upgraded. Or when I say upgraded, I mean like be more uh less confrontational in terms of abuse of power or aggression, because you have the power, the law behind your side, you don't abuse it. And there are a lot of law enforcement officers that are not like that. Really good people, really fair, Not saying that they're going to show you any extra privileges or extra, leeways and stuff like that, but they're fair. They understand the situation, they read the situation, they know people go through stuff, and they work with you to the best they can within the boundaries of their abilities of their job. And that is great. Commend I commend and I respect law enforcement that does stuff like that. The abuse of power now, I don't know. I don't think we really need that. At this point in time, we don't really need that. And I feel like people are becoming more okay with dealing with law enforcement, especially now that a lot of negative events that came out and it's recorded and stuff like that. So it brings a more accountability on both sides, how you interact with law enforcement and how they interact with you, and so on and so forth, and that's good. That's great. And so I had an interracial threesome with, it was a white cop and a black cop, both men, not even a man and a woman. That was a little bit iffy on my side right there. And then they got the shiny bracelets, those nice bracelets. Yeah, yeah, it fits your hand perfectly. No matter how big or how small your wrists are, that shit fit. It fit. Maybe a little bit too much sometimes. Have you biting your teeth on the way to where you're going? But it is what it is. I like these bracelets. I'm not too fond of the metal ones. The metal one, you could miss me with that, please. Keep those away. There are some people that's into stuff like that, though. They like those metal bracelets. That's why they keep doing what they're doing, because they love the metal bracelets. They love it. They get turned on by stuff like that. What? Yeah, yeah. To each his own, though. And then you have people that just into that kind of stuff, bondage, and I'm not here to judge, guys. I'm not here to judge. I keep saying that. I'm not judging anybody. Yeah, so it was an experience. Happened. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what other people might have been that were, I would say, involved or not involved. Maybe because they wouldn't just turn up for no reason, right? They wouldn't turn up at your front door for no reason. So there must be a reason why they came. So maybe there are some people that just feel like, well, they should stir the pot a little bit, stir up some anger. Maybe that's what they expect. And I think they're very disappointed to see how calm and cooperative I was. Even the cop was like, well, yeah, this guy is cooperative. We have no problem with him. Shoot, we're gonna try and get him out of here as soon as possible. Why hold on to him? Make him miss his haircut. He has his hair appointment. Come on, guys. I got work. Not law enforcement. I'm talking about whoever called them. Come on. I got plans for today. Just messed my whole day up. Like karma came. Karma came to me, man. Karma like, bad boy. Pay those tickets. Pay them. It's been 2 years. I know. I apologize. I apologize on behalf of my ignorant self not to take care of that sooner. But there sometimes there's situations where you're unable to at the time. And then one thing leads to the next, trying to get stable, trying to move around, get things done. And then it just slip your mind somehow, you know. Sometimes it's always in the back of your mind, but you just don't have the right situations or opportunity. And that's okay. Just make sure you make that effort. This is my encouragement to others. That has outstanding stuff. Just do it. Just get it out the way, and you'll be happy that how smooth and easy your life will become and proceed after you take care of that. It's like a burden just lift off your shoulders and off your chest. Yeah. So that's it. That's the situation. This is not a long video, guys. Just wanted to, say that, we respect goes both ways. All right. And if sometimes, you're rushing to work and you're late, and understandable, because a lot of people don't like to be late. A lot of people don't like to be inconvenienced. And so they show aggression off the bat, and when you show aggression, especially to law enforcement, they will respond in the same way. But when they see that, well, oh, this guy, he's cooperative, he's cool, he's not trying to be in trouble, whatever everyone was saying about him, that's not true, then the truth comes out that, well, we shouldn't even be trying to harass this person or trying to do things to this person that they doesn't deserve. It's not, it's not. People do have hearts, especially law enforcement people. They're rough and they tough, but they do care. They do care. It's most of them. You got some that really don't, but that's beside the point right now. In every group, every organization, there are always a few. So just think about the yin and yang, right? And that little circle on both sides, that's the few. In this situation, that's the few that decide that, hey, they're gonna make things tough and rough, no matter what organization it is. Doesn't have to be law enforcement. But anyway, that's it. So this is just encouragement on, be respectful, guys. Be respectful, and be cooperative. Unless you into some deep, deep stuff, and like I, even then, I would rather just take care of it before they come and take care of it for me. If that's the situation, you know. And that's basically what I like. I said, this is not a long video. Show respect, show love, show peace always. People will see it in you. People will see how peaceful you are. You're not a threat. You don't bother anybody. You're not doing it. If that's how you really are. You got people that are not. That's different. But if you are, don't be like, oh, why they do this and that, and get all aggressive, and just be like, all right, cool, what it is. It is what it is. Deal with it calmly, nicely, and you'll be surprised how things work out. you know and that's the message for today. It's a short video, but guys, show love, show peace, and that comes from within. So it starts here, starts with you, starts with me. If we all have peace and love within, it will automatically exude, it will automatically show outwards. What's in will be out, right? And then if everyone is doing that, there's no need for you to force that on others to love you or for you to love them. It's always naturally within each one of us, and it will naturally come out in a proper way, you know? So all thanks and praise to the Most High, or whoever you serve. Or even if you don't believe in God, hey, like I said, I don't judge. Okay? All right, people. I know there was a lot more I wanted to say about the situation. I thought about some real funny stuff. I was like in the holding cell for like an hour, 2 hours maybe. And I was thinking like, what should I do with this video? So you see how my mind works? While I'm there waiting, I'm thinking on, okay, what should I say in the video? And I thought about, but I didn't have my notebook because they look, my string out of my thing is gone. Everything was gone. My late shoe, well, I didn't have any shoelaces, and I didn't wear any belt because I know they was going to take it anyway. So this was gone. I didn't have a pen, didn't have a notepad, couldn't write down the ideas. So I was trying to memorize it all. So when I come and do this video, it would be way more funnier, but it didn't work out like that. But anyway, peace and love, guys. You know, I love you. Hopefully, you love me too. If not, you will one day. All right. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And peace. I'm out.